the Persia note boxes. That's that worksheet that I gave you. The Mayans, Incas, Aztecs. Pull that out. We're going to talk about 3.3. This is religious and social characteristics. Okay? You guys get to judge me in my, well, hopefully not harshly, but you get to judge me in my pronunciation of some things. Brutal treatment. Dang. All right. Well, at least I know you guys care, you know? Okay. Yeah, so this is, again, pull out that Persian note sheet. Remember, you don't have to write these down. I would do this because it's going to help you with what on the test?
Remembering.
The CER.
Say it louder.
CER.
The CER, because guess what? You've already tried this in the pretest, remember? So now I'm giving you the details on how to do better at it. Cool? The box, the Persia note sheet. It's got a bunch of boxes on it. You might have a paper copy, but there is an online copy.
What's it called?
Go on 3.2 or go on your Google Drive and search Persia note sheet. Analysis. Wonderful pronunciation. Okay. I know. I haven't opened those yet. That's what comes next. I haven't opened them yet.
Mr. Berkman,
What's
you
up?
could teach at any school. What school would you teach at?
We'll get there later. Let me get through what we got to get through first. Okay. Yeah. All right. I don't know. Okay. All right. Does everybody have that in front of them? If you don't, you can also just open up a blank document and type out some things there. I'm cool with that too. Okay. Give me a thumbs up if you're with me.
Gotcha.
Brendan, are you with me?
I'm still finding 3.3.
Okay.
Religious and social.
You don't have to pull out 3.3 yet.
Oh, okay.
Just the Persian note sheet.
Okay.
The boxes. Okay? Cool? Pinkies up. Cool. Awesome. It's like tea.
Bon appetit.
Okay, let's get started. You guys get to judge me right away. Okay? So, hopefully not too harshly, but that's okay. Yeah, this is the Mayans. We're going to talk about the Mayans. Okay, it did for some reason. I don't know why. Does it do it over there as well? It cuts off a little bit of the wordage on there. Remember, you don't need to write everything on here. Okay? Yeah, I mean, you can, but that's going to be harder for you to look at when you're studying. Okay, if I was looking at this religion slide and I wanted to know, Mr. Berkins, what are you expecting me to pull from this? I would talk about their key deities, where do priests stand in their hierarchy, okay, and sacred rituals. Okay, you are going to read more about this part here, the sacred rituals, today. Okay, so don't worry if you don't have a ton of that written down. Okay, I would write that they had a few different ones. Okay, they had this thing called bloodletting. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. It's called bloodletting. B-L-O-O-D, letting.
Letting?
Yep. L-E-T-T-I-N-G. That would be in religion for the Mayans. That's why I wrote it up there. Okay, so you got that. Sometimes there was human sacrifice involved. Okay, so if you're writing in religion for Mayans, write that. Okay. And these different actions were a way to please the gods. Okay, if they were able to please them, they felt like they gained some favor. Big deal there. That's a huge deal for them. I would also, if I had to give you some note-taking advice, when you are following along with me doing these slides, and I give you that note sheet or the boxes, and you're like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to write in here, I will try to highlight some points there. But if you're doing a CER, you're probably looking for similarities and differences, okay? I would advise you to highlight similarities that you notice in a different color or write it in a different colored font. That would be a pretty good note-taking strategy because then you can identify, okay, when I'm doing a CER, I just need to remember the similarities, differences. How about this? Sound good? Okay. Another big one, key deities. Here we go. Are you ready? We're going to try here. Okay. I think it's Itzamna, the creator. How bad was that? Was that good? Was I on it? Yeah? Yeah. I was okay. I got this. I'll take that. I will take that. Kukulkan, the feathered serpent. How bad was that one? I saw a head go back. Was I okay on that? You're laughing. You're not offering any feedback. You're just laughing at me. All right, cool. I used to what?
You missed the L.
Yeah.
I didn't say the L.
No,
Is
it's
it
all right.
Kukulkan? Kukulkan? Okay.
How do you spell that?
K-U.
KLKAN.
There's two U's. K-U-K-U.
Oh, yeah.
K-U-K-U.
L-K-A-N. Okay. That first one, Itzamna, that's the creator. Kukulkan is the feathered serpent. I believe it's
Serpent, not
shepherd.
shepherd.
Shepherd. You know what? Never mind. Chak. I'm going to say Chak, the rain god. And Ishchel, the goddess of medicine. Okay? These are just a couple of the key deities. You don't need to know them by name. I'm just covering them so that you know. If you see multiple gods, this is the big picture here. Multiple gods means what? What is the term for that?
Polytheistic.
Polytheistic. That is the similarity right there. Okay? If you can name them, wonderful. I'm not going to ask you to do that on the test. I am going to ask you to identify. You see that they have multiple gods. What does that mean about their religion?
How do you spell
Mono is M-O-N-O. Poly is what we're talking about right now. Polytheistic means multiple. P-O-L-Y, and then theistic. Okay, I can write that too. Okay. If I was gonna write,
Y-T-H-E-I-E-S-T-I-C, right?
You lost me when you said this.
Polytheistic.
You have nice handwriting.
Yeah,
sometimes
like that.
that's polytheistic. If you can see that over there, amazing, wonderful.
Missed an E.
I'm throwing markers.
Good for you.
Okay,
Are you like Brit Bit?
sometimes. Okay.
No, he's like.
Anyway, so the big idea, right? I would have that bolded, underlined, highlighted. That might appear on an assessment in your future. Maybe. Can't confirm or deny, right? Okay. The next big idea here. Stay with me here. Next big idea. Priests are seen as like. There's this social structure that we're going to talk about here soon. Way up on that totem pole. Okay. They were able to receive these messages from deities and kind of convey that information and that divine rulership we talked about a little bit with the political realm, right? This kind of plays in there as well. Okay, they served as like this bridge. They were a bridge. We talked about that a little bit with shamanism with the Mongols. Remember they had these people who were seen as like a bridge between the spirits and the physical world. Same thing with priests here. They were able to take information from their gods, interpret it, and explain it. Cool? So if you're going to write priestly authority down there, just say, I would say spiritual bridge. That would be how I would summarize that.
It's like they were high up on a pole and they were like a bridge in between physical.
If you're going to say high up on a pole, please don't write something like they sat on a fire pole on your test. Cool?
We sat on the fire pole.
Like sliding down a fire pole. Like that's not the kind of pole we're talking about. All right, let's talk about the Incas now. Guess what? There's some similarities here. Are you ready? The Incas believed that nature had this spiritual power, like everything in nature was sacred. Okay? Guess what? Their religion, also polytheistic. I know, I just blew your mind. I can tell by the expressions on your face as you're typing away, and thank you. That was a very expressive thing there. Okay. And then here we got a few of their gods here. They have the Inti, that's the sun god. That is considered their like high power, like biggest god they have there, the sun god. Okay. This is where I'm going to lose you guys a little bit. It's from the pronunciation I got here. It's Pachamama.
That's probably how I would pronounce it.
Pretty much what it looks like. Yeah. Earth. That's like Earth Mother. We think Mother Earth. Yeah. Okay. You don't necessarily need to know those. I'm just making an attempt to say them for one, your enjoyment, and two, to emphasize that they had a polytheistic religion. That's the big point. You don't need to know the god names. If you'd like to write it down, wonderful. Just know that they are polytheistic. That is the point. Nope. I would know for the Incas, the biggest one is the Inti. Okay. If you want to know one, that's the one. that is the one that you should know for sure. Okay. Will I ask something on the test about that? I can't confirm or deny that.
The Incas were
Okay.
also polytheistic.
Also polytheistic. Yep. That's why I said I would highlight that maybe in your note sheet. That would be a big one for you. And then the last one here, Viracocha, the creator god of civilization. Okay. How did I do on that one? Is that one okay?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. You guys are like, I have no idea. We're just gonna trust you. Most.
That's close enough.
Another big one for the Incas. They had these temples, right?
So like ancient Egypt.
Maybe. And they covered these with wealth, with gold, with luxury items, right? That was a way to honor or please the gods. What did we talk about with the Mayans? Just talked about it. Why did they do that?
Please the gods.
What did they do here to please the gods?
Gold.
Luxury items. Okay, so they're trying to please the gods. It looks a little different, so you could say that's a difference, but I would also notice that it is pretty similar as well. Bribery? I have a penny. Can you help me? That's what they're doing.
I wouldn't
It'll
take
lift
that.
out
Wait,
your
can you go
hand.
back? I was done with that.
Yep, go for it. Yep.
Personally, I would not.
Is it a similarity or a difference?
I would say you could use it for both. The way that they're trying to please the gods is different, but they're still trying to please the gods in order to earn favor. I think that would be the bigger picture, but if you really wanted to get specific, you could. You could make it a difference.
Okay, I got it.
Are we good? Am I good to move to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Oh, all right. Can you guys read the font? Is it a little bit easier to read?
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to make sure that it was a little bit bigger. That one, I wouldn't even try. I'd be looking
Oh,
over
I'm
here.
trying to look at that one, but its head is in the way.
Evan, get your head out.
Oh,
You see it now?
wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. What else do you notice here? What? Blake, say it louder. You're not Blake. This is Blake. Blake, say it again. Yeah, say it louder. Maybe. I don't know. Polytheistic. Wow. How crazy. All of them have a polytheistic religion. How crazy is that? What else do they have that the Mayans had? Human sacrifice.
That's pretty cool.
This was the one where I told you at my last placement, we literally climbed up on a table and we're like, here, human heart. And then what did they do to the bodies afterwards? You remember what I told you?
Barno.
Kicked them down the slide on the other side.
Oh.
They were mainly known for doing that.
Wait,
Yeah.
I've seen a video of this.
Yeah. That's what they're mostly known
I
for.
went to the pyramids when they
Yeah.
did that.
That's
And
really
then my
cool.
mom
Do
told
you have
me,
pictures?
"You're walking on
Like
blood."
sandstone.
Do you have
Yes, I
pictures?
actually do.
You should bring pictures. You should. I'm serious. You should bring some pictures.
Of course they use it.
Hang on. Stay with me. I got a couple hands. Sawyer, what you got? Literally, they'd yeah, we're done.
Eli, do you
And
want
they'll
to
throw the heads off.
Listen. Sawyer's got
Do
it.
they just leave them down there or something?
Pretty much. Yeah. They did what they needed to do. The body is lifeless. What are you going to do with the body?
Eat it.
They didn't care. All they were doing was offering a sacrifice, right?
Okay.
Literally, yes. I mean, obviously, I'm sure animals helped with that process, but that's nasty to think about. It's kind of cool.
When I went to the pyramids,
Hang on.
When I went to the pyramids, my mom said, "You're walking on human blood." I'm like, "Oh."
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
one?
The stairs, they'll kill you. The stairs, if you walk on the stairs.
Right. I've read some information that those are very sacred areas. You're not even supposed to touch
That's why they block
the
it.
platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then there's a bunch of dead people.
Yeah. Well, the problem why they tell Noah, hang on, I'll come to you. You can put your hand out for a second. The problem why they restrict the area now is because they've had many people come there and vandalize these super sacred areas.
They're cooked.
As historians, right? You don't want to hurt things that build our history or build the history that we research. That's why teaching it is important. I'm not just telling you this to be hey, look, they did stuff way back when. No, they try to protect that. That is a part of who they are. Okay? So that's when people are going in and destroying things and you know what, I'm going to take this part of the table to say that I have it and maybe I can make a quick buck on it with money. It's kind of unfortunate. Okay? Because you are destroying people's culture. Unfortunately, that happens anyways. right? That's why I try to teach you this. We talk about it. It's cool to have people who have experience with going there. That's awesome. You should bring in pictures. That would be really cool to see.
I have some.
You have pictures of the same thing? Of this?
Kind of.
Okay. All right. Noah, what you got?
Well, they also, because when I went to the Yucatan Peninsula, I went to a place that they would do show and
Yeah.
it was a snow day.
No, things are, yeah. It was brutal. It was brutal, but people thought it was necessary, right? That's just a different culture. Cultures look different. Okay? So if I was writing some stuff down on here for the Aztecs, big idea, human sacrifice. You don't need to know that they kicked the body down the other side. If you write it and you want to know that for later, cool. That's awesome for you. Knowing they have a polytheistic faith, huge. Highlight that because that's a difference, right? Or a similarity between the three. And specifically with the Aztecs, or more so with the Aztecs, religion plays a huge deal in their politics and like everything, even their social status too. Which can be a similarity with the Incas, right? Yeah? Oh, yeah.
They got like this, everywhere when they go it's like a little stand with like St. Mary or
Mm-hmm.
what's her name? Yeah, they have them everywhere.
That's very cool. That's very cool. Sorry, do you have another question or comment? Go for it.
What do you do with the hearts? Because I know they did the thing.
Hold them up.
Well, it's like an offering. Sometimes it was like they'd do that and then kind of dispose of it. Sometimes they'd leave it there on the table. I don't want to go too far if I don't know like specifics because I don't want to taint the culture as well.
Just put it up, and they'll give it to the gods.
Yeah.
And as they say, put it on the table.
Like the lion.
Yeah, usually it's the heart that they're offering. It's not the body. It's like this is the vital organ. They offer that up. Hang on, stay with me.
Wait, what they
Does that answer your question? Okay, so they don't like the heart is like that's what keeps you moving, right? That's your vital
If they had
organ.
a bad heart,
Okay.
if they had like heart disease.
Still, they don't know. I mean, that's not that. The point of it is that we are sacrificing a life.
That's pretty cool.
You know what I mean?
It's really-
No, what you got?
Would they cut open the person's heart while they're still alive?
Yeah.
Yes.
They'll be
No,
alive.
literally. Did I not explain this when
Yeah,
like
you did.
last time, where they'd literally like have people holding them down to the table,
Yeah.
or they'd be bound or something, and then they would have this like
Don't they
knife.
choose some like random person in the town and just like you're getting
Usually, and we're going to talk about that. Usually, it was like a prisoner of war, someone
Yeah.
who was like an invader or like attacking the Aztec like area or like a town. Yasmin, do you have something?
I'm so sorry.
Oh, go.
Usually the person will be alive and they'll have like a table or something and they'll lay the person down like on their back and they'll have a knife and they'll put the knife into your chest
Yeah,
and take out the
yeah.
heart.
Brutal,
I've seen
brutal.
like a recreation video of it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Like on a documentary, it was
nasty. Yep. But all right.
my parents' words.
So that we're not doing this you watching me talk for like half an hour or too long, I want to make sure I get through some of this. Okay, but before we do that,
You didn't want to try the name?
Yeah, you didn't want to try.
oh, I didn't. Did I not say them?
Nope.
Okay. Do I not? I don't even know if I. Oh, I do have them on there. Okay. All right. Where'd it go? Yeah, I gotta try it. See, this one, I know you're gonna. I can. Oh, you're already laughing at me. Okay, Mr. Way and I both tried our hand at this one. Oh no. All right. Wheatsy low poachly. Wheatsy low poachly.
We took a book.
That. See that? Thank you. I appreciate. That's actually. I actually really appreciate that you know how to say those names because I don't want to butcher it too bad.
And then the grain.
It's just something you know.
Yeah, that's
And the rain
It's
gun.
something you just know by heart.
Is it Slalok?
Don't worry about it.
Slalok.
Make sure it's
So I was close. I'm close on that one. Okay. Hey, that's, you know what? I give myself a 50%. Is that okay? 33%? 45%? Okay. I can respect that. I respect that.
I'll give you 50
cents.
What if you do 10%?
At most. What did you
And
do?
there's like your wallet.
It does that because I'm projecting my screen onto it.
So like
Okay.
$10.
All right. Before we move on to the social hierarchy, stay with me. With your tables, let's discuss these questions. What are you noticing about the deities? Is there anything there? What is the big picture idea? Don't tell me. We're going to talk in the groups. That's their gods. Same thing. Are any of their practices similar? I've already been highlighting these, but I want to make sure that you are holding on to this stuff as well. How important is religion? Okay, if you want to pull up the slides, I have made them available to you so you can look at them. In your groups, take, let's say, 30 seconds. Try to answer these 3 questions. Be ready to share out. I want to hear where your head's at. Okay, ready, go. I'm gonna try not to give you homework in this class. But if you choose not to use the word paramedics give you, you do. I'm gonna make that point when we get to that point. Okay?
Can I like write something on the board right there? Write something on the board right there.
For what?
Yeah, because you said the freshman can't say it didn't make you look big, but
Oh, I didn't say that. Did I say that?
What?
Oh, no. Did you find all 3 of mine? There's 3 of them in the room.
I haven't looked yet.
Wait, found 3 of
There's
what?
4. There's a sticky note over there. I'm pretty sure.
No, it actually is a sticky note. Like, I'm not trying to get.
I'm pretty sure there's a sticky
It
note.
does.
It is.
It's blue. It's a blue sticky note with red letters.
Yeah.
And it says baby look.
Okay.
Yeah, it says made you look. And there's another one over there on the
There's one
whiteboard.
right there, right?
And there's one right
There's
there.
one right there. I'm not looking at it.
It was more just because I know that I have some people who like have to like look around the room a little bit. And Darren just wrote something on the whiteboard over there. Right, probably says made you look on it. I got good eyes, right? I got good eyes. Okay, all right. I want to hear some things. Finn, what do you notice about their religion?
They like making sacrifices to the gods. They like pleasing the gods.
Who is they?
The Mayans and the Aztecs.
Okay, why are they similar? What about the like that sacrifice part is similar? Oh, it's raining. Wonderful. Keep going.
What'd you say?
I'm just kidding. You got distracted. See, I made you look. See, look, there's another one. I should add that. I'm just kidding. Anyway,
Before that, because like.
what about sacrifice is similar?
Um.
What was the goal? What was the goal? Why did they
please
do
the
it?
gods.
They were trying to please the gods. Yeah. So it's human sacrifice to please the gods. Thank you very much. Okay, Josh. Then, tell me something. Why do you think religion is important to these 3 different areas?
It's important, especially for the Aztecs, because their life is surrounded by religion.
Sure.
And the other ones, like, religion is important because it's what they worship and what they live for.
So it shapes the way that they live, is what you're trying to say.
Basically.
Cool. All right. And we already talked about the practices. What is that big picture idea? Their religions are what?
Polytheistic.
Polytheistic. What does that mean? Multiple gods. Okay, good. All right. We are on the right track. Okay, this one's going to be a little bit hard to read just because there's a lot of words on there. I will explain what this says. Okay. Go back to the Mayans. Go to the social box. Brendan, are you with me over there? Okay. For the social area, if I was going to write anything down here, this is what I would write. Social mobility. What does that mean?
Like ability to change.
Transportation.
The ability to change your class. So when you see a social pyramid like this on the screen, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. People lived in each of these blocks. Was there a chance to move up or down is the question. That's social mobility. The ability to move up the social ladder was extremely limited. The way that you could, though, is through military achievement, or if your skills and specialization. Do you remember us talking about a little bit of specialized labor? People focused on one thing or another. A little bit, maybe, hopefully, yeah. If you were a really good pottery maker, like you were really good at forming clay, and you were able to make vases really well, and you were well known for that in the trade world, and you made a lot of money, you brought in a lot of money for the Aztecs or currency or whatever, yeah, you were able to move up. There was a way for you to move up. But if you were really poor at that, what probably happens? You probably might go down or you don't move at all. Okay? So in the social box, social mobility is limited. You could move up through military achievement. That's like bravery, being well versed in the military. Being really good at a specialized skill. Or, Edmund, what'd you say?
You're gonna be born with it.
You could be born with it. right? It's a generational thing. So if you were born into the royal family, how easy is it for you to stay at the top of the ladder?
Very easy.
But it's easy.
Pretty
You're
easy,
already there.
right? You're already there. Your family lives there already. Boom, you're there.
Unless you do
There's
Cool.
a nice rain.
Correct.
making me
Okay.
tired.
Same. All right. Anyways, another part of this, lineage, kind of the same thing, generational things, right? Extremely crucial. That is a big part of their social structure here. Okay? Being a part of the like royal lineage, noble lineage, right? Very important. And they even had records that maintained their position, which means they had a writing system. Do you remember what their writing system was? It's okay if you don't. Hieroglyphics. Wow. All right. I love that. They drew these little images, right? Hey, so-and-so's up here. We'll represent them with a turtle. So-and-so's right here. We'll represent them with a chair.
Eli.
Cool?
Food? You should have said like
All right.
steak and put Eli.
If I was to highlight something for this one, I would pay attention to social mobility. That was one of the questions on one of your previous tests that we talked about that was kind of missed quite a bit. Yeah. But we talked about it. Okay? For the Incas, social,
Wait, what's at the bottom for the
slaves. For the
Do
Mayans.
we have that?
We'll talk about this more in the readings. Yep. These exact images will be in your readings. I just pulled them straight from that to help that transition. Okay. Social for the Incas, not a whole lot of social mobility at all. But positive, everybody can get food, maybe even shelter if you're lucky. If the Sapa Inca says you can have it, you're good. If the Sapa Inca says, you know what, this dude deserves a bowl of cereal, you get the bowl of cereal. Right? Probably not. But I'm trying to keep it funny, right? All right. Big deal here though. Family groups work together. So they have a tight-knit community here. Family groups work together to try to keep people alive. That was a very important part of that. Okay? So resources being shared within the community, big deal. Okay? Just between the Mayans and Incas, any similarities here? Is there anything? Is it vastly different, or is there some structural similarities? I'll show. This is what the Mayans looked like again.
Based on importance. There's like a difference, but like similar.
There's a difference, but it's similar.
Mostly different.
Okay.
Aztecs have more.
What about? Can I point you towards? Where did my thing go? There it is. Can I point you towards this part? Can you read that? Divine rulers, godly descent
Divine ruler.
is where on the ladder?
Top.
Very top. There's a big deal. What do you notice? The top of the ladder is usually royalty. Everywhere. That's pretty much the case with everything. But I'm going to point that out.
There's no slaves in Muslim because like.
Yeah. I would dare say, and I'm not going to label them as slaves, but you were considered to be pretty controlled here. Like you were very structured.
Because
Yeah.
there's always like person like helping.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. But not necessarily. They didn't label them as slaves here,
Yeah.
but they're pretty close.
It's a nicer name.
Sure. It's a friendly way of saying it.
Yeah.
Okay. And the Aztecs. And we're almost done. I got 2 slides, and then we're done here. Okay.
Can you go back to
No, you still
into 19
It's okay.
Good, Noah?
No, I'm not going to.
I wouldn't necessarily. I would just understand who's at the top. Is there like a general flow going down? Okay.
They're on canvas mostly.
You can pull up the slides too if you'd like to. Totally up to you. I got 2 slides left, and then we're done with this. And then I'll give you a little break. Cool.
Then we go get
No,
food.
because you guys get food in 19 minutes.
I'm gonna get.
That's so sad. I'm so sad. You're almost there. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Aztecs.
Now that's a rude. It's like a bad name, but. No.
Social mobility is possible, but limited. Who else had limited social mobility?
Mayans.
The Mayans.
Seems like they're.
Highlight those. This is where you highlight them. Hey, those are similar. If I was going to talk about them that way. Oh, phone. Oh, and that's all right. Cool. Sweet. All right. Big deal here for the social part. Big deal here. Status is everything. And you're going to see some more of this. If you remember reading the economic document, there was some stuff about tribute here for the Aztecs. That whole list I had of like all kinds of goods. You're probably like, what am I even looking at right now? I had like some animal pelts on it. Had like beads on it as well. Wealth and status showed a lot here. Okay? If you had wealth, you were probably sitting up here. And the higher level of the commoners, maybe even working towards priests and warriors, maybe even in the noble category.
I think
Okay. The status is everything. What you wear, what you do, where you fit in the ladder, all comes from your status.
There's like, I don't think this one.
No. You had to work for it.
Oh.
Right.
So there's not like.
But if you were a commoner and you did a lot of good work here, was there a chance to move up a little bit?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. Again, military achievement. If you were really good at service or specialized skills, that's a very similar thing to the Mayans as well. You could probably move up. Again, that social mobility part between these three, very important. These slides are available to you, so if you need to like double check, okay, did I get all that? Go for it. Go check that. Cool. Oh, wrong way. All right, one more time. Compare those social ladders. Those are those pyramids. You can call them a social ladder, social pyramid, same thing. What do you notice? How important is status? Was it possible to move? Take 30 seconds with the group. Chat about it.
I noticed, there is more social mobility compared